Well, good morning, Grand Rising, and welcome to Grand Rising, Rising Up Women Notice. My name is Danyelle Claxton. Today is Monday, February 14th, and we get to talk about,
13.
huh?
13.
Today's the 13th?
I'm finna say happy Valentine's Day, but no, that's tomorrow.
I thought that was today, but okay. I'm a day early.
Okay. Well, love is anytime.
Love is anytime, yes. And how was everybody's weekend? Mama Evelyn, you look pretty in that pink.
Oh,
That's a
thank
pretty
you.
color on you.
Oh, yeah. I slept late Saturday and Sunday,
Good for you.
but it was good. It was good. Um, Took a nice bath yesterday. Well, as much as I could. I have to sit up on a stool. I can't sit in the tub because it's too small.
Yeah.
But I used those gloves, those exfoliating gloves.
Mm-hmm.
Felt like a new person.
Yeah.
It was really nice. So yeah, I was gonna wash my hair. I was ambitious, but no. I did get my kale washed because I'm gonna start drinking green drinks once or twice a day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm
And
sorry.
today's gonna be 50 degrees
You mentioned
and
kale.
sunshiny. I'll be able to get out in the garage and straighten it up, and then I can give you all the date on when I'll come on the show.
Okay. Looking
I
forward.
just want to get the garage looking a certain way because I want to take you on a tour of it. So
Oh, okay. Nice. Nice. Grand Rising, Jackie, Deetra.
Grand
is that a
Rising.
CD we can get?
Huh?
I was saying, asking Jackie, is that a CD we can purchase?
I know, right? It does look like one.
Thanks for asking. Actually, that's a flyer, but I can put in the link for my CD. You can purchase my CD on Amazon.com. I have a
Oh, you have a
Okay.
CD?
I didn't
yeah.
know you had a CD.
I'm sorry, Danielle, what'd you
I
say?
didn't know you had a CD.
Oh, yes.
These
But if
little
yeah,
things. Is it jazz or a mixture? What is it?
it's jazz, contemporary jazz. Um, it's an older CD, so it's much older, but I actually did a remake of "Wind Beneath My Wings." Remember that song?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, but yeah, it's called Part of Me, and it's if you go to JackieJones.com on my website, it's there or Amazon, but I can post it or make sure you guys get it. I'll post it in WhatsApp or post it in here.
Nice.
But thanks, thanks everyone. Thanks for asking. Good to see everybody.
Grand Rising, everyone.
Grand Rising.
Yeah, I'm driving on 75. I didn't realize there was so much traffic in the morning like this. I had to take my son to get his braces tight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's an early
So
morning appointment.
right. Yeah, he has to go to work today, so he had to get that done early.
I would say, Mama Evelyn, you mentioned the exfoliating gloves. I actually took myself to the sauna. I was like, you know what? I gotta get back to the skincare. And I actually got an exfoliating mitt. This is like made out of 100% silk, and it's similar to I don't know if you ever been to King Spa and got the Queen scrub, but they got these mitts that somehow you literally can see the dead skin rolling off yourself. It's really interesting because it makes you wonder if you ever exfoliated in life.
Right.
This is the mitt. This is similar to the mitt that they use. And man, I'm like, I have one from like a year and a half ago when me and at Peace went to King Spot. So it was time to upgrade, renew it, get a new one because it was falling apart. The fact that it lasted a year and a half is amazing to me. So I got this off of Amazon, and I'm gonna put this in my Amazon store. It's by Butia. I got one for me and my partner because I'm like, I didn't realize that Didn't realize. I was wondering why my white towels were getting so dingy. I couldn't understand why. Then I found out one day he was using the white towels to exfoliate with. I was like, yeah. At least he was doing something, okay? So I got one for him. It's just gray, and I got one for me. And what was really cool, I was not expecting this. It came with the mine came with the rose quartz, and his came with black onyx. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know that about that company. I thought I was just getting the mitt. And so, of course, we know that rose quartz is the love stone. Its loving energies help to balance self-esteem, balance the emotions, promote love in all situations. It enables us to see the good in ourselves and others, bringing peace to our lives. And it's also part of the heart chakra. I was like, oh, but that's cute. So I just wanted to show you that this really does gets everything. Once again,
Yeah.
Now you say it's silk?
It's 100% silk. Yeah.
Okay.
I tell
So
you,
that'll exfoliate too, you know, because I'm thinking the glove, it felt good. But it's nylon, you know, and I was thinking, you know, maybe that's not so great. But I mean, I felt like stuff would come off. It was,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
You know what? I'll
body
put
was
the link.
tingling.
I'll put the link in my like I said, I got an Amazon store. So I'll basically everything that I buy on Amazon, I'm putting in my store so people can go and buy it. So I do recommend this
Okay,
stuff. Huh? It was
is it wellness?
it's
Your store,
wellness.
your Amazon stores?
Oh,
Okay.
my Amazon store is a little bit of everything. So Amazon has an influencer program. And so you can create a store based on the stuff that you purchase and that you think other people might actually want to buy, and you get a commission off of it. So things like my belly dance belts. I seem like I never have, well, I don't have belts on me all the time for people to buy. And since people are going to Amazon to buy belts, it makes sense to have something right there to buy a belt for me, and I get a commission off of it. So I was like, so now I have my belts, it's wellness, it's a little bit of everything about me. Things like, you know, this mitt is going to be in my Amazon store. The soft bonnet that I use to dry my hair is in my Amazon store. So basically, it's like you're an influencer. People, you know, say I use this, people go buy it, you get a commission off of it. Anyone, you can go to Amazon.com and set up an account, and what is it? You can do the same thing too. Whatever you purchase and you think other people might actually buy it, and you want to get a commission off of it, you just put the link inside your store, and then people go to your store and purchase it.
Oh, that's really cool. I'm gonna put that on Everett's because you know we're about to take in a lot of students and they need kits. You know, they need mannequins. There's 2 books that one they have to get, and the other one is about locks, which is voluntary, but I'm like, I'm sending them money and stuff and I'm not getting nothing from it.
It's a great way of actually having another revenue stream without you having to have the up costs of doing wholesale and all this other stuff. And I'm like, the other attachment to that is that I do need to start creating content. But so here's the beauty about it. The same content that I create for TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, I can use for my Amazon store. I think yesterday I sat there and I did, because I went to the sauna in the evening Saturday night. I shampooed and conditioned my hair, but I left it in the turban that I had. I have a terry cloth turban that I use to dry my hair because my hair is so thick, it holds water. So it's like I just left the terry cloth turban and fell asleep and everything. It took out a good 80% of the water that was in my hair, which I realized makes it a lot easier for me to set my hair, because if I set my hair while my hair is super saturated, it takes forever to dry. But if it's semi-dry and then I set it and I put my bonnet on and everything like that, it took an hour to dry and an hour for me to get these curls. So I sat there and I was like, I ain't doing nothing. Let me create content. I created content with me with the soft bonnet. I went live with the soft bonnet. I even made some videos about some tips and tricks, you know, about how to get the locks in your hair, because I knew I'm going to post throughout the week. Got a lot of content. And I'm like, oh, I can use this to promote the Elegancy soft bonnet for my Amazon store, because I know some people are going to ask me, and I know Mama Evelyn got this look like what a soft bonnet is. A soft bonnet dryer. It's a hooded dryer, but it's soft. So when I attach
Yeah,
it,
I know what. It's a
okay,
dryer. Yeah.
it was just a look on your face that was just like, oh, okay.
Oh no, I know what they are. Yeah. I know what they
So
are.
I have one, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to start for everything that I buy. I'm going to find a way to get some money off of something. It just makes more sense. So becoming an Amazon influencer is relatively easy. Oh, I do have to say this. You have to make sure that when you sign up, one of your pages has to be a business page. So I think Everett does have its own Instagram account. You need to go in and switch it and make sure it's a business account, because they just go in and verify it. And then everything else, like, it's easy to become an Amazon influencer. And it's just whatever it is that you buy off of Amazon, you just post a link and then share with people. Like, so things like my belly dance belts, my veils, anything that somebody might need for class is going to be in there. Like you said, health and wellness. Just honestly, anything that I purchase off of Amazon that I think other people want is going to go there. And then that way I can give them the link. The link is it's in my link tree. So I do have my Amazon store in my link tree. And so people can just go there and do it that way. And I love it. I don't think I got any commissions yet, but I still have to, because you still got to remind people, hey, you got an Amazon store. Go to my Amazon store. Check out my Amazon store. Check out. So, yeah, did the sauna, did my hair yesterday morning, did content. And then the rest of the day was cleaning up. Self-love for me yesterday was going through stuff, paring down, getting rid of paperwork. With my partner, just getting rid of stuff. I'm still amazed that we still getting rid of stuff. We're still getting rid of stuff. But it feels good to, get rid of paper. Like, I got paperwork that was in files from 10 years ago. Perfectly filed, but it's like, it's been 10 years. It's time to get rid of this stuff. Get rid of it. Did some last minute errand ship and got home enough time to watch the Super Bowl. And yes, I was one of those people that when the first 30 seconds of Rihanna performing, it was like, is she pregnant? She looked like yeah, you could see that bump. She pregnant. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but she did an excellent job. Her performance yesterday was absolutely amazing. And I have to say, I guess I am a Rihanna fan, but I'm like, she did an excellent job yesterday. I don't know if anybody else saw the halftime show.
No, I don't like. I mean, I like the halftime show. I just wait to see the video, because Sheena was attempting to catch it live, but she realized, I don't know what she realized, but she missed it. But talking about getting rid of stuff and reorganizing and stuff like that, today I decided, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it, but I got 3 or 4 notebooks with stuff that I wrote in it. And I said, and attempting to find, because right now I'm getting the things together for, I think I'm doing 3 classes over the summer with the listening partners. And so we're going to do portable ancestral altars. Mm-hmm. And so I said, well, I don't want to just do the altars. I want to have the things that go with the altars for them to purchase. So that's what I was doing on Amazon this morning, was looking at, the charcoal bricks for your incense and the sage sticks. And actually, when you buy it, I said, dang, we're paying $5 for a smudge stick. And if we buy the little case for $37.83, they're only $1.50 per piece. Mm-hmm. And so I don't have to charge $5. I could just charge, double. What? Shoot. But I was thinking that it would be nice if they would make their altar and then have all the accoutrement to go with it.
So if you want to do a trial run of that particular program, I definitely am down for as a volunteer because I've always loved that idea. And I do know that travel is in my future. I'll tell you what, last time I traveled, I packed way too much stuff. I overpacked. I actually called myself trying to create a traveling altar and ended up having to leave it at the airport because it was too big and couldn't fit into any of my luggage. And then let me let you know how much stuff that I have, esoterical stuff that I have. It didn't bother me that I had to leave it there because I'm like, I have a bin full of incense. I have a bin full of I have enough stuff, esoterical stuff. I do not have to buy anything probably for the next 6 months. And this is stuff that I've collected over the last 10 years of me being 10, 15 years of me being on my spiritual journey. And when you pack stuff up and put it in storage and don't know what you have, you buy more. So I'm like, right now, I don't have to buy anything. But now I just need to organize everything and then get to use the stuff that I have. But I'm for one and definitely interested in learning something, having something compact that I could take with me. I did have stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. I had stuff with me when I went to Houston. So I had, stuff to do what I needed to do and make my room feel like me. I had, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't realize I had too much stuff. So I'm like, yeah, if you want to try a run, I'm definitely down to be a reviewer and help you out with that. Because I know travels is in my future this year. And I'm like, I know I need that. Excellent idea.
Yeah.
Grand Rising, Lakeisha. And Grand Rising, Mama Het. I see you guys. Grand Rising.
Grand Rising, everyone.
I see you. Nice show, Lakeisha.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was fun.
Information.
Yeah, tomorrow, I think it's gonna be really, really good tomorrow too. Yeah.
Yeah, I see your excitement and it's fun. Then
Yeah.
you look up and it's 6 months later and it's still going and yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, you all kind of like inspired us to just quit talking about it and just do it. The inspiration really came from you all to just stop talking about it and just do it anyway, do it in fear anyway, just do it anyway.
Just do it. Just do the doggone thing.
Come on and do it.
Hey.
Do it till you satisfied.
Yeah. Because it's not you just talking. Everybody's talking about their own life, so it's not like I gotta prepare all this unless you're doing a particular topic and stuff like that. But when you're just speaking about your life and you allow it to everybody to jump in, because we've had some
creating a community.
It just comes to where no one's talking, and then that's when you have to kick in with a question or something like that, because that particular conversation has come to a close, and then you got to spark it back up, especially when you're going 2 hours. Spark it back up, and it's all good.
Yeah, and you're creating community. We're creating a community that we want to see where we're not pushing anything under the rug. We don't let anybody else push anything. We're trying to be our authentic, truthful, God-like self. That's what we're attempting to do here. Okay, yeah. I'm squeezing.
And educating, it's just
yes
to educate and just gotta share the information.
Yeah
it's power and knowledge and
application.
It's power. It's power together as well, just coming together and just sharing I mean, you all literally are my sisters. You know, I see you more than I see my sisters and my brother, you know, with a common purpose. Even if the subjects are different, you know, we get something from one another, whether we speak or not, you know, and just having that concern. So it's good. I wanted to share with you, Mama Evelyn, that my mom, when Mama got to in the senior citizen building, they didn't have tubs. So it was always walk in, you sit on the step on the chair, and then you do what you need to do. And she wanted to just sit in a tub. She just wanted a tub, you know. So one day we brought her over here. We got my brother to come, and you know, we had a shirt on her while he picked her up and put her in the tub, and she was in heaven. And I kept coming in there to check on her. And at the last time she said, leave me alone. But so from that, we created a business that we haven't put together yet. We didn't before she, you know, passed, and then COVID came. But it's Mick Edie's mama's name is Mickey. Aunt Edie is Aunt, you know, Edie. Mick Edie's tubs or something. And we were looking into how we can get them into that tub where they walk in, and then you close it, and then it fills up while they're sitting there. Yeah, because she was really in heaven, and just being able to sit and let the water come all the way up here, and she would just sit. We, you know, fixed the room and the ambiance of the room and stuff, you know. She was like, "Will you leave me alone? Because I'm checking on her, you know. Leave me alone." Put the music that she loves, and she loves Blue. She was in heaven. I said, that's what seniors need, or whoever just is in that situation. That there's a place where it's just a whole bunch of tubs where they can just come, be in their own space, and just, you know, just be able to just kick back.
So, you know, that's one of the things that I've always wondered about, you know, being the healer that I am and learning holistic healing. The first thing that they talk about is, you know, relaxing and Epsom salts and cleaning the skin and everything like that. And I think what happens is, in our society, we tend to think about safety. And I do believe that, you know, for seniors who are not as mobile and not as moving as they are, you know, the height of the tub can be daunting, because you have to step in, you have to grab. But if you, the beautiful thing about going to these bathhouses, you get to see how how different cultures do certain things.
Yeah.
And the sips, I know I'm saying it wrong, but the Jewish bathhouse over there on on Oakland Street. It's like Oakland and the Boulevard. They have something, well, I'm not quite sure what it's called, but like when a woman does her Jewish baptism, it's something it's a pool that they step down into. You know what I'm saying? So, and I've seen it somewhere else, a communal bath, where they have tubs, but the people step down into them as opposed to trying to step over something to actually get inside the tub. And something to think about when we go to King Spa, whenever we plan that out. The last time I was there, in King Spa, they have the showers where you shower yourself, and it's communal. So everybody women see women are with women, men are with men. You see everything. It just is what it is. But they have the showers, people stand up. And I noticed they also had the showers and the benches where a lot of the elders were sitting down doing their showers. Well, they recently added tubs, like 4 or 6 actual bathtubs into that communal shower space. So you can bring your Epsom salt, and you can actually take a nice soak while you're while you're at the bathhouse. And I thought that was really really interesting. But as a healer, I'm like, you need that water. That water is healing. That salt water is healing. And I'm like, I feel like for my clients that can't get into the water, because it's like that water helps cleanses, not just on the physical level, but it cleanses on the spiritual level as well. And it's like, oh my God, like I realize in life, like we need to be baptized. We baptize ourselves more than just once, because stuff comes on us, whatever comes upon us and everything like that. We have to cleanse and get that off of us.
Yeah.
And to not to is just something else. Yes, Lakeisha, I see your hand up.
So I don't know if you all heard of it. One of Natural Living by Designs, one of our plans is to open up a beautiful Himalayan salt cave and spa right in the city of Detroit to offer salt therapy and flotation therapy. So I don't know if you all ever floated before, but it is the most relaxed. They do have flotation tanks here, but they're not in Detroit. They're like outside, maybe like Farmington, Bloom. And so it's like a pod. You can have open floats and then you can have closed floats, or they call iPods, that you can be open or it can be closed. And you basically are floating in a pool of like Epsom salt, like you're just floating. And I mean, it is the best rest. It has so many healing benefits for pain, for the best relaxation you will ever experience. Now, the first time you might be a little nervous because it's your first time. And so you don't know what to expect, but you let it, and you're just floating for like 60 minutes in the water. If you want, you can have music. They put the, earplugs in your ear, and you just relax. And I mean, it's just the best sleep, the best. You're going to pass out. And it's for 60 minutes typically. And it's just the best, called flotation therapy, if y'all never heard of it. But we plan on having 4 floats and having the Himalayan salt cave here in Detroit. And it's really a healing process in flotation therapy. You should probably go maybe at least twice a month, but it is the best rest for pain and different other elements that you have going on. So
Sounds like we got a field trip.
Yeah.
Field trip / research trip. Because when I think about flotation therapy, I think about the episode of The Simpsons where Homer went floating. And it was just the thoughts that came to him while he was floating was hilarious. But I understand the theory that the healing technique. I just never done it. And I've never been to a salt cave. Although at the SIPs, I know I'm saying it wrong, but they have one of the updates that they did to their facility is they have a Himalayan salt sauna. And I've tried that out before, and there's definitely something else. So I would love to do a salt cave trip and a flotation trip and a king spa trip. And one of the things that I've been trained in, and I'm bringing it back because I don't know why I haven't done it fully, but I'm going to do it, was 10 years ago when Queen of Food was here, we did something at Southfield Family Sauna called a soul sweat. And the soul sweat was a combination of, it was basically a 1-day detox using the water, the hot tub and the water and the teas and the tonics to actually cleanse and purify and sweat. We did deep breathing, we did fire breaths. We did a lot of work within that 2-hour session to just heal the body. And I'm like, yeah, it's time to bring that back. So I just want to throw that out. And that was going to the sauna this time was so, I'm sitting here like, why haven't I been doing this on the regular? Because Southfield Family Sauna is very economical, extremely economical to fit into the budget. So I was like, okay, we're going to have to do this at least twice a month, along with some sort of massage. And the thing about the saunas is that the saunas actually help relax your muscles. Not only does it relax the muscles, but it also it helps regulate your blood pressure. It has so many good benefits to get that heat into your body. But one of the real benefits is that it relaxes the muscles so well that you're supposed to get a sauna before you do a massage, because you get even deeper massage because your muscles are already relaxed, which also helps with the lymphatic system. So this is my only gripe about Detroit is that we got some great stuff here, but we got stuff like everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's Patrick does, the owner of the Southfield Family Sauna, he's a massage therapist, but he's also the owner and also the main person running the spot, his spa. So to try to get him to do a massage right after you do a sauna, it might be a little bit difficult. It's like, okay, well, I wish Detroit had an all-in-one, like a King Spa. You know what I'm saying? Just everything, and you can get everything you need like right there. And we don't have that. And I've done spa days here in Detroit, and it's like you gotta get in your car and go from one place to the other side of town to this side of town. It's like, just need that all-in-one. And Keisha, I can't wait till you open your facility so that we can get our all-in-one, because I'm like, okay. But
there is a Black-owned place. It's called Inception. And it's for like your mind, spirit. Black-owned is called Inception. I think it's in Farmington. That's one of the places that I definitely want to go, because want to view our competition. So we've visited a lot of different salt therapy places that offer salt therapy. But we're going for the ambiance. People haven't been in a salt cave that have that cave look, but you can just go in and have salt therapy. It helps people with respiratory issues and skin conditions such as COPD, eczema, psoriasis, and those different things. But you don't have to have no healing, no element going on, because we should cleanse our lungs, our respiratory issues, just by breathing in the salt. But I do want to go to Inception. It's Black-owned, and it does a lot of different things. They have something called the Magnosphere, which we want to have also. They help with pretty much any elements that you may have going on, especially when you're dealing with pain. A lot of people deal with a lot of pain, more than what we realize, and so it helps.
Well, a lot of that pain. So let's talk about that pain. A lot of pain, a lot of people don't realize, comes from inflammation.
Yes.
A lot of people don't realize that inflammation comes from your muscles are inflamed. A lot of it times comes from the food, the diet, the exact foods that you're eating is causing inflammation.
Definitely.
And so, because when people go to the doctors are not telling them that. They're just prescribing them more pain pills. And then these people end up going to these pain clinics to get the refills for the pain pills. And they're not, the more you take any drugs, the more you have to take more in order to get that same effect as the first time as you got it. So it's just, they never go to the underlying. It's like, this is your diet. My partner was experiencing back pain really bad, started going to chiropractor, started going to Vespini, Dr. Vespini. Yeah. And Dr. Vespini gave him a list. It was like, okay, here's a list of oils that I need you to come off of on your diet. And he said, you're going to be pissed when you see this list. The list has everything on there: canola oil, vegetable oil, cottonseed oil, safflower oil, sunflower oil. All of these oils are in every last snack food that he wants to eat. Everything. We spent an hour after work on a Friday in Myers in the snack aisle trying to find something for him to snack on. And granted, I know Meyer was not the place, but that was the convenient place after work. And it was a realization, like, yeah, everything that you, and then he got off of it. What I'm saying is he got off of it. And then as soon as he got off of it, guess what disappeared? That pain started there, because that inflammation, we stopped feeding that inflammation, and when we stop feeding the inflammation, now you don't have as much pain or no pain at all. It's also
that's what I realized. That's what I realized now, because my knee.
I said, Mama had her hand up. And
I'm sorry, I didn't see her hand. Hi, baby.
You're done? You're all good? Okay.
Yeah. That's why I bought like 5-6 bunches of kale, and I washed it yesterday, and I put them in bags. And I'm gonna do kale and cucumber, because my knee, all of a sudden it just started hurting. I'm like, okay. And I know it's inflammation, because I can see the inflammation. I can see it. So I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing, Evelyn? What are you doing? So we're gonna put some green drinks in there. And
awesome.
And cucumber. And I'm gonna make avocado, cucumber, and tomato salad. I Can't wait.
Oh,
Oh,
that
anyway.
sounds good. I don't know about you, but my body is feeding for fasting. I'm like, okay, I can feel it. Like looking at certain stuff now that I'm in, it's like, we don't want that. We want the green, definitely the greens is coming into mindset. And I'm like, okay, I know what I need to do. I have to get the stuff and get the what is it? Get the cleansing. But like you said, it's all about listening to our bodies and giving it exactly what it needs, what it wants. So
And I'm not a gardener by any means, but I was thinking Sheena's got the land, raised bed garden. I said for the kale and the tomatoes, I wouldn't mind doing kale, tomatoes, and just, just a little something. But I'm really not a gardener, so I said, and the thought of, just like with greens, if they have a frost on them, they taste really good. And then I was listening to this guy on YouTube and he said, kale, if you get that good frost in there, they're really good. And I thought, and then when Mama Razia with that kale salad, I said, I was so mad Kroger didn't have any kale the other day because I was ready to make myself a kale salad.
Yes.
I said, well, now if it was out in the backyard, I wouldn't have to depend on Kroger.
now,
Yeah.
see, I have an apartment, but I have a like 7 by 8 foot patio, and I'm definitely going to plant something. Especially with I'm a plant person, and I noticed that they use kale a lot outside in a lot of different horticultural art. They use it for art, and you'd be walking past and I'd be like, that's kale right there, and they're using it as decoration. But I'm like, that's actually food right there. Kale is an excellent, what is it? One of the excellent greens to grow. I definitely want to grow like things, salad stuff, romaine, lettuce, where I don't have to go to the store to buy it. So romaine is something that I want to grow. I want to have a lettuce bowl where I can just salad bowl where I can just go out and cut my salad from my patio. And
Yeah.
I think that might be really, really cool to do.
I'll tell you what was really cool when we went over to Mama Razia's house. It was Star, Nawili, and myself, and we went out to her garden, and we raised the gate or whatever you call that thing, and she was going to prepare her the meal, the salad and stuff, and just to see her to bend over and just grab a few leaves of this and sister grab that little piece of that, and she's explaining what it is and stuff, and saying this is what we will have in our salad today to feed, and just to know that it came right from the garden, outside into the kitchen, into your body. Yeah, so cool.
I've done that. Oh, I experienced that over at a Bloom garden. It's a garden over on the deep east side called a Bloom. Mm-hmm. Gorgeous garden facility with Mama Raven. And this was like during the fall of last year or year before last year. Me and the other Danyelle were sent to go do something. And I start noticing like wild lettuce. I noticed arugula like growing out the ground literally. And I think we actually made something from the stuff that we was finding, foraging for right around. And it is really cool to go and just pick stuff up out the ground, knowing that exactly what that particular plant and herb is, and to actually eat it fresh is so totally, it's a different, you have a better appreciation for the earth producing food than anything else. So I experienced that before as well. And I'm like, I don't know. I would love to have a program once again that, teaches me more about that. Also have a friend, I have to have him, his name is Daryl, and his wife Sarita. They have a urban garden. I think it's called Miracle Gardens. They have an urban garden off of Tireman. That's like straight in the hood that they own like 4 plots on 2 different blocks that create their facility. And usually in the summertime, I go over there because it's like fresh herbs, rosemary, lavender. They have growing out the beds, but you can literally see the different vegetables that they have growing over there. Eggplant, what is it? Green peppers, what is it? Just everything. And I'm like, I went over there one time and he was trimming trees. And I'm standing there talking to him, blah, 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 da, da, da. And he was like, well, do you want some, herbs? I was like, well, sure. And he just cut it right off the tree. Now, I didn't realize I was standing next to a marijuana tree. Did not know that. Whatever brand that, whatever strand, whatever that was, 9-foot trees. I had no idea I was standing next to it, and that he was trimming marijuana off that tree. And it was so fresh. And so I'm just in here like, oh, so this is what marijuana looks like. Okay, because I didn't know. But they knew. And he also is the one that makes a CBD salve fresh from their own. So I'm like, if anybody can show you how to do a piece of land, Mama Evelyn, that would be a really good field trip to go over to their farm. Because like I said, when you look at it, you're just like, it's behind a gate and everything, so you really can't see it unless you get behind the gate. And when you get behind there, you're like, they got everything. And I love how I have a wheel when I went over there, and because they're urban, they was blasting the music, so you got the hip hop going. The plants are getting the feel good music from the hip hop. And I'm like, every time I go over there, I'll walk away. Daryl will call me up. I got greens that I'm about to pick. You want these? Yes, I'll come over. You want these? Yes, I'll come. He knows, like, if they got extra abundance of stuff, call me. I'm coming over. And they also have vegan ice cream socials. So when they start that back up, I have to let you know, because they're just good people. And I'm like, urban farm, I love it. I love it. So if you want to see an urban farm, it's called Miracle Gardens. We got to go when the spring. And he also has me come and clean up. He'll help me clean up, come over. Hey, you want to help me clean up, get the garden ready, take it down. I know, because I know if I go over there, I'm getting fresh lavender and rosemary and thyme, dill. I'm getting it fresh, and I get it fresh, and I put it in my jars and everything, because he knows I'm gonna do some things with that. So yeah, I like having friends that be like, you want to come over and help me? Sure. Because I know I'm gonna come home with some fruits, some vegetables, and some herbs. So I just have to throw that in there.
I like the idea of making our own Florida water.
I've done that before.
Idea.
I know how to do that. I would
like
love to do.
Yeah, can you explain that a little bit more? I went to check on our products at a store called The Body Works, and a young lady was trying to explain to me about the Florida water. She said that's supposed to be like some really, really good water. Is that like blessed water or something? Can you explain that Florida water?
So the Florida water that we use, and I'll grab a bottle. No problem. I'll give you a little history on it. This is one particular bottle, but it's actually, to be truthfully honest, it's actually a French cologne that they was using back in the 1800s. And somehow this cologne has been associated with cleansing, cleansing away negativity, cleansing away negativity. When we use it to pretty much cleanse away negativity, I have two recipes, separate recipes of the herbs that actually go in there to actually make the Florida water. And of course, when you make your own stuff, you put your own energy into it. It's a little bit more powerful than just buying something off the shelf. Sometimes we've been so conditioned to buy stuff off the shelf, but Mama Evelyn, I have made my own Florida water. That's why I have the big giant jars, because I've made it before. And it's not hard to do. You just have to get the herbs. You just have to get the herbs, layer them in the jar, and then get your 90 or 100 proof alcohol, grain alcohol. I use Tito's, pour it in there and then let it sit. The longer it sits, the more it infuses all the herbs and everything in there. So you might want to let it sit for like about 4 to 6 weeks, maybe, in a dark space. I've done it before, and it yielded me about a good 6 months worth of Florida water. And then I got lazy.
Oh, see, you make me want to do that now.
So no, we can get together. We can get together. Like I said, we can get together and make a workshop out of it and do it together. It does smell so much better to have it fresh like that. Like I said, I just got lazy, but I got you. I've done it before.
That sounds like a good reason to go on a field trip to the farm to get the herbs to make the. So we need a big glass jar. I like glass, a big glass. Yeah.
Yeah, like I have my mason jars, but I have the quart size one. If I'm gonna make Florida water, the last time I did it, I made 2 quart size bottles of it. And it lasted me for about 6 to 8 months. So yeah, get the quart size one. And then I know I can give some herbs. I remember that was in there was like orange, cinnamon, bergamot. I have the list somewhere else, but from what I remember, you just put all the stuff in there with the alcohol. And when I realized the alcohol was as simple as Tito's, it's like, okay, you're gonna spend about 20. I didn't get that. Try again. Okay, I'm not talking to you, Siri. Yeah, I would say let's put that on the agenda, a Florida water workshop. Because when you talk about Florida water, you can also talk about rose water, orange blossom water. These are all stuff we don't necessarily have to buy, but we can also make and keep, like I said, rose water. Some of us, roses go on sale. If people don't buy all them roses by tomorrow, them roses gonna go on sale.
So you could drink it, right? You could drink the Florida water, or you should just use it for some type of spiritual inspiration.
It's just for spiritual and inspirational.
Okay. See, I would have got it and started drinking it.
In the barbershop.
I take it back. If it's
in the barbershop.
If we're making this ourselves, from the organic herbs and theoretically you could drink it. You really could, but I wouldn't drink this. No, this is straight chemical. This is straight chemical.
What were you saying, Mama Het? Did you say something?
I was just saying they also use that Florida water is what they spray the brothers with after they shave them and at the barbershop.
It's an astringent.
That's the same water.
Yeah.
But it's used to clear any negative energy, like Danyelle was saying, clear negative energy in space. It does what sage and Palo Santo does, clearing that negative energy. And I have a friend who she likes to put it on us after we do a yoga session. She'll put it on our feet and our forehead when we get done. So, I
like to use it.
You want to drink it because it smells so delightful.
It does. I like to put it in a spray bottle and spray it around, my space. If I have people that come in and out my apartment or my space, I like to put on a paper towel and wipe the doorknob and just clean. You never know what people have on them or whatever. So it's like, okay, let me just energetic clean the energy around here.
Benevolent bathing.
You put a little bit in your bath water. You could put it. It's like, okay. If you're in
all
the
this
space,
stuff we've already had, we've already had these things, and we keep. Oh my goodness, I'm so. Anyway.
And lang-a-lang. Oh my God! See,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, no, go ahead. I just
I
love.
was just thinking.
Go ahead, Mama Evelyn.
Okay. I was thinking if we did live in an apartment building together, y'all, and we had our own garden, and we conjured up all this stuff. Woo! Just think.
Wow. Yeah.
Woo! Just think.
All the information that we would have and resources. You feel good about going to each other. Like back in the day, you could go to your neighbor and borrow something. Now we don't do that anymore. Go next door and get a couple. Ask so and so that she has some of this, that, and the other. We don't do that. We don't even know who our neighbors are nowadays.
I don't play that. I know my neighbors. I don't even.
Yeah, I know my neighbors. I like knowing who's across the hall from me or who's next door. It's just,
say hi.
You
gonna know me. You gonna know we.
I'm gonna throw this out there for those of us who are going into these schools. We can get a little travel size bottle clear bottle from the dollar store, put a little Florida water in there, and just kind of energetically clean the skin.
Danielle, I don't mean to say this, but I'm finna say this. Y'all already got enough squirt bottles. Don't go buy nothing else. We got.
I'm just saying, like, I know I have extra travel bottles. I do. But I'm just saying, you could put a little.
I know we already got. We keep going to buy. Stop buying. You got everything you need. Open up them cabinets. Open up that junk drawer, and clean out that bottle of blah blah blah. Wash that bottle out, and
I'm just
set it
saying.
on up.
I'm just saying we can
buy
get our.
nothing
I'm just saying,
else,
get your squirt bottle of Florida water.
know.
You can spray these classrooms that we about to walk up in here before we get up in there to clean the energy and to make sure that these kids are right. I'm
gonna take some vinegar too to clean these desks off because I'm not getting no Kool-Aid. I'm taking my own cleaner.
Thieves oil. I'm taking my own thieves oil. I'm putting that thieves in there, and we gonna have some cleanliness going on around here. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna use vinegar. That's cheaper. I'm gonna use vinegar initially.
Oh, I forgot. You know what? You put the herbs.
You gotta be careful because some children are allergic to stuff, so you have to be careful. You gotta be careful about that. Gotta be careful. Yes, cleanse and clean.
Speaking on that, you kind of remind me. My company, we started this like 3 weeks ago. Natural by Design. We're doing a back to the community. Let's keep the homeless warm together project. This is the first time we've ever tried to involve the community. So last week was my first time in a shelter. I've never been in a shelter before. And it was such a humbling experience. It made me realize truly how blessed I really am to stop complaining. Like, I don't do a complain anyway, but it just really confirmed that we should not complain because there's always somebody in the worse situation than you are, or they wish that they were in your shoes. They wish that you were in there. And so we're giving socks, gloves, different things like that. But I went to the director just to make sure what did they really need. And they said they really need underwear and socks more than anything. They do need the gloves, and the hats, but they really need underwear and socks, more than anything. And it's like 110 people. It's in Highland Park. We're going February the 25th at 1:00 p.m. And I wanted to make sure that we can actually just give it to them in hands, because sometimes you have these facilities, you drop stuff off the facilities that they may not actually get them. So people have been donating cash, donating stuff at my brother's shop. We have a basket, and I wanted to make sure for him that they're actually going to be there. So they are actually going to be there. They do have separate groups. Some areas smelled good. Some of them had a bad odor. He said anybody can walk in off the streets, the homeless, but they're on a separate side because some of them are not vaccinated. Some of them choose not to be vaccinated. And so they kind of keep the people who actually live in the facility. So if you all we want to put a little care package together. So, I'm guilty. I love to travel. So, how I take my own soap and everything, but they have the little soaps and stuff. If y'all have any little soaps and shampoo or anything like that, we want to put a care package together for them, the little items to put that. So you just brought that up. We've been doing this for 3 weeks, and you kind of made me bring that up.
That's cool.
Can we just cash app you a little money?
Yes.
Donation?
Yes. So what we were asking for, any donation is really fine. But we were asking for 50 people to donate $20, and so far we 20 people short of that. I found a deal where people can get 10 pieces of underwear. This is just for the females. 10 pieces of underwear for $9.99. So if it's 40 people, at first he said it was 40 females that was in the shelter and 60 men. But if we get 40 pieces of underwear, 10, That's like $400 just for the panties. I really don't want to break them up and have other people hands on. I don't want nobody touching my panties. So I don't know. But if we got to do it, we got to do it. If we don't have enough, then that's what we're going to end up doing and just putting them in different packages. But if we can give them 10 pair without being opened, I would prefer to do that. But whatever it is, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it.
I'll buy some. Get if you could send the link to
Yeah, put your Cash App. If you could put your Cash App in the chat.
Yeah, I'll send.
Okay,
You
and
said
then we do
$9.99.
have
I can.
Eventbrite also, because some people don't like some people do not like, or they don't have Cash App, or they don't like to do Cash App. So we do have an
Eventbrite.
Eventbrite, yeah, also. But yes, I will. I'll put it in the chat now.
And I love the fact that you're doing that. One of the ways I've been cleaning out and purging, especially when I had like 1,000 purses at one time. I saw somebody on Facebook, and what they would do is they would take a purse, fill it well with all the little travel stuff that we all, collect and everything like that. She also would add things like sanitary pads and tampons to the purse. And then I think she would add like maybe $5 or $10 to the purse. And she would keep these extra purses on her car. And when she saw a woman that was on the street or that was homeless, panhandling or something like that, she would hand that to them, because one of the issues that a lot of homeless females have is that they don't have the necessary toiletries to properly take care of themselves. And that was one of the ways that I've gotten rid of all my old purses. Like, I'm down to like 3 purses now that I keep on a regular basis. But I thought that was an excellent way of getting rid of something that you don't need, but also helping somebody else, because it's nice and it's discreet, and it's like, yeah, I like that. So I just wanted to throw that, but I am going to make sure I give something to help.
It is a good idea, because it was a lot of young. It wasn't a lot of older people there. It was some older people, but it was more younger. But it wasn't like seniors, but they were older, some older women. So that's a good idea. I never thought about that, because I give away purses, take them to Salvation Army all the time. But that would be nice to have some little knickknacks to give to them. That's really cool. One of the things that was so profound to me, it's kind of maybe off top, is that this young woman, she said, excuse me. She said, I just want to let you know, she's the homeless girl. She said, you are so beautiful. She said, one thing that we don't do as women, we don't share and compliment each other. And she said, I just wanted to take the time. I don't want anything from you, but I just wanted to do that. And to me, for it to be a homeless woman, to think about giving somebody else a compliment, like that was my only compliment for the day. I wasn't looking for it, but I'm just saying that it came from a homeless person who still got a heart. Like, it just, to me, was just profound that she, even in her situation, could give somebody else, another woman, a compliment in her situation. I mean, I don't know if I'm just sensitive or whatever, but it really, truly, touched my heart. And then another young lady came at the homeless building, and she said, I overheard you talking. She said, are you getting ready to do something for us? Are you getting ready to do something for us? What were you talking about? And I said, no. I said, well, not just me, a community of people are going to come and do something, a nice gesture, to you all on February the 25th at 1:00. So please make sure that she said, oh, I will. I'm going to be there at 1:00. So it's just, I guess the older that I get, the more I'm thinking about others. And that's really the whole purpose of our business, is to make a difference. And I think God needs more good people with money to really make a change, because he works through people. A lady told me years ago, she said, Lakeisha, typically when God want to bless you, he send you someone. And I've never, ever forgot that. Like, he does work through people. Like, he designed it that way. Like, nobody can survive without each other. Like, we need each other. No matter how you put it, there's no business that can survive without people. Your hair salon, wouldn't, couldn't survive if the people didn't come in, if you didn't have you didn't have people. Like, we need people. There's no way about it. Like,
So Lakeisha, what's happening February 25th at 1 o'clock?
that's us going to the homeless shelter on that day at 1 o'clock p.m. to give everything out. So next week, so I guess we got like 20 something days. So next week, I'm just gonna order whatever we have. I'm gonna order everything. I found some nice packages, hats, gloves, and different things like that. But since he said that they really need underwear, I'm gonna look for men underwear, look for female underwear, and just see what the money does, and just do the best that we can and put the care packages together. So so that's 1 o'clock at Highland Park shelter. So this is the first time we're doing something involving the community, because it's power in numbers. You can do more when people come together.
Yeah. I with my insurance, they give us I guess a stipend or whatever every 3 months to buy over the counter stuff. And I'm not buying a lot of pain pills and medicines and stuff. So I'd stock up on baby wipes and or body wipes, they call them. But the pads, I said that would be a good idea if I could get like maybe 4 or 5, bags of pads, and we put that in a care package for, but yeah, I will definitely do that. I'll have that ready next time I get my stipend. I will definitely, because I mean, you can only buy so many Band-Aids.
Yeah, over the counter
And
benefits.
gauze.
Yes.
Woo!
So I love
Mhm.
the fact that we're giving back, and I'm definitely gonna find a way to actually contribute to the cause as well. Because
Yeah.
yeah,
But I definitely want to buy a couple of packets of underwear, because that was the first. I got underwear. I got an underwear drawer. I do. And I have the ones I wear, and then, when they wear out, then, then I have new ones. And I keep it like that. I said, because that's just something, because for the longest time, I had just 5 pair of underwear. And I'm like, come on now.
Yeah.
let's talk about that. Like, and that's, I realize that's a form of self-care. I forgot that even Queen talked about that, having your underwear be pretty and presentable. And there's something about, we've never even thought about, some women never even thought about that, about having an underwear drawer, pretty underwear, sexy, frilly, I know, me personally, I know I'm a Victoria's Secret girl, but when I can't afford Victoria's Secret, Target has a beautiful selection at affordable cost that's lacy and, frilly and girly and everything. And it's like, oh, I can get me a nice set. My mom is the one that got me in the bra and panty sets. I blame her. And she used to, when I got to that age, she would bring home, my mom was a shopper, and she would bring home these cute little sets from Burlington and what is it, TJ Maxx and everything. And one day, she made the mistake. My mom bought me my first thong, and it was her fault, and she didn't know it. And so when she saw me in it, she freaked out and got mad. Was like, "Well, what boy bought that for you?" I was like, "Mom, you bought it for me. I'm just wearing what you bought me."
Get her, Danyelle. Get her. She did it.
Yeah, because I know what she did. I know what she did. She went and got the set, and she didn't look at what the pant. She's probably looking at the bra and everything like that. And I'm just wearing what you bought me. That's all I got to say. So she's the one that got me into that. I like stuff to be matching and pretty and frilly and all that. And then I was one of those people that, you have to figure out what works for you. So before they came out with the period panties, because now we got these absorbent period panties, and they even got they changed the adult female briefs into like black. Now they're marketing for. I just bought some black underwear. I'm just gonna call it like it is. I'm just gonna buy me some black underwear, call it a day.
I'm
Oh, I love
sorry.
those. Those are
They get lost. they'd get lost. I like my cotton. I like my cotton. But my bras are expensive. They're like $130 because they're not underwire. They don't have any stretchy parts. They hold me together. I don't have any muffin tops, no muffin sides. And is the bra
No
lady?
wheezy.
Where is she? She's
No
out
wheezy.
in.
So let me ask you guys
Yeah.
ask you this question. When's the last time you brought yourself a pretty bra and a pretty pair of panties for you?
Well, it's been a couple of years for the bra.
Yeah, that's expensive, boy.
But underwear was last the beginning of last year. Yeah, because I bought enough because it's like, see, I get them from Jockey, and I like the cotton ones with the and so you buy the 3 for $30, so you get 3 packs. Of what, 6 pair or so I was like, that's when I splurged.
Hey, Deidre, you got your hand up.
Well,
What'd
hey,
you say?
well, greetings, Grand Rising, everyone. Hi.
Hi.
Let's see. I'm thinking about underwear, and I just threw out a whole bunch of pretty underwear that were, they just wasn't good material for my skin. And I was wondering, is there anything pretty that is cotton or silk or something that you guys get?
I usually get cotton underwear. I usually get mine from Target. Target has some really cute underwear that's cotton. They do. I think you gotta look. You know what I'm saying? But cotton, if you economically, will be Target. And then the next step up for me, it's like I said, Victoria's Secret.
Okay.
A Vicky's Secret type person. See, she's showing off herself.
Well, thank you, Danyelle. Thank you, Mama Head.
Yeah, you know where I go? I've been getting mine. Listen, y'all, I love me some Aldi's. I don't care what nobody say. I love Aldi's. They have packs of underwear. Look at these bands. They're cotton. I can only wear cotton. I can't wear nothing else, y'all. I can't wear it because she don't like all that. But cotton underwear.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty.
But the boy. And also Foreman Mills, they have nice sales. I love going to Foreman Mills. You just get the packs, and I forget the brand. I gotta get the brand, but and Target and when Mervyn's was out, their underwear, my underwear from have last tried and true. I have had those underwear for a long time, and they are still no rips, no tears. I mean quality underwear, because I don't play no games when it comes to the panties. Okay. And like the ones that I was showing you, the little lacy ones, we would have one of our girlfriends, Danyelle, it was Lorna, when she would have her birthday parties with us, Lorna used to buy those little silk ones. They have a cotton inset, the little lacy ones. She would buy these in abundance, and she would put them in a little pack like those and take them and throw them. And they would be in a nice little sachet. She used to throw them at us at the sister gatherings that we used to have. But we really need to be mindful of all of this stretchy stuff that's stretchy. That stuff has that plastic in it, and that is next to our yonis and our breasts and those items. Everybody want to wear that tight and spandex. We got to leave that stuff alone, y'all. If you're doing workout clothes, wear them and take them off. Do not wear that plastic crap all day long. That's beautiful.
I like to match. Okay.
I like that.
Danyelle, what is that made out of?
So this one has what is it? It's nylon. It's nylon, but the inside part is what is it? It has that cotton pad. So it does have a cotton strip inside of it.
Okay, but the part on the skin is nylon.
But this one, not all of mine is like that. Like I know this one right here is cotton. Now this is Target. This is Target right here. So if you're looking for cotton, I would say, well, what is it? You just have to go look. And I got that one because I have other stuff that matches.
Okay.
This is nylon. Most of your lacy stuff is going to be nylon, but you can find lacy cotton. You just might have to find it. Look for it online.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Like Mama Heck got me going through my underwear drawer. Like, come on.
She going through hers too.
Damn. I mean, that's just one of the parts of just feeling feminine and girly and everything like that, is to have, you know, the cute underwear. But then again, my mom also taught me quality over quantity. So like I can't get my underwear from like a Rainbow or something like that because of the quality of the material. You know, that's going to be nylon and polyester and itchy and cheap and everything like that. I can't do that. So I do have to have, you know, you do think about what's good for your skin and what's going to, you know, what's going to be a long-term investment. Because like I said, some of the stuff, it's like 2, 3 years old, but it's good to go through your underwear drawer and get rid of the holy stuff. Get rid of, you know, the tears and the lace. Just get rid, you know, just buy some new underwear and socks. That's the other thing too. Socks. Like I know my partner would like would still wear
so long, but no.
Like, let's not wear holes in our socks. Well, let's buy some new socks. It's okay. We can do that. And I am going through this stuff.
Well, this guy came out with wool socks that you know, wool you can wear summer and winter. And you know, I would like to buy those socks from him, especially for my grandson, because it seems like his feet be eating holes, but the socks are not a good quality. They really aren't.
I think it's the bleach. When you washing your socks with bleach, I think the bleach is what eats your socks up. If you buying the white socks, it seems like the bleach is what eat the socks up.
Yeah, I don't use bleach.
Yeah.
And I just remember whatever it is they took out of the detergents, which weren't good for the environment, is what made the clothes white again. And then I noticed my towels, they don't seem as absorbent. And so I know there's something for that. I'm not sure to wash them another way. And I really want to get away from the laundry detergents. I use detergents that don't have
baking soda.
It's usually the Ecos from Costco.
Okay. Yeah, my mama had said baking soda, and I found out vinegar.
And your vinegar. Yeah, that baking soda will whiten your clothes.
Okay.
Let them soak. Let them soak.
We get the big
big thing. The softener, you know, the softener part of the wash machine. He started putting a cup of vinegar in there,
yeah.
And I noticed that acts as a what is it? Clothing softener. So that's been making our towels, our clothes a lot softer. Just plain white vinegar.
And vinegar is so cheap. What, $5 for that big old thing?
Giant.
No, you can get a big one for like $2.50. It's like $2 at Meijer. The big thing of vinegar.
Oh, so you wash about the one that, because some of them have the extended bottle. Yep, yeah. It was vinegar. That's what. Listen, we were using before bleach was invented, which was used in bio warfare. Bleach was made to kill people, and we turned around and used it to clean with. Bleach we were using vinegar before bleach came on the market. A natural ingredient that you could put in your food and take if you need it. If I can't ingest it, I'm not taking it except for soap bubbles. I don't have anything. I don't have nothing in my cabinets. When you open my cabinets, I got essential oils, vinegar, and baking soda. We have moved away from all of our natural things, and that's why we think about if bleach is, you can't even let bleach get in your eyes. If that bleach is sitting in a jar, in a bottle, under your cabinet, that thing is not airtight. That stuff is seeping out into your home. You are inhaling that stuff. I think that's why a lot of people, because you got social economics are different. People come from all types of walk of life, but people have similar disease. It's because we're using the same crap to clean with. It's killing us.
Wow. And I wash my dishes with bleach, thinking I'm clean, you know, sanitized.
You can't put your hands in that water.
Well, I tend to find sometimes and sometimes I'm old school. Sometimes I'm still using a little bleach in my bleach water. But I also found out by mistake that oregano and tea tree oil in the dishwater actually helps break up a lot of that grease and stuff when you're washing dishes. And I feel you like one of the products, a lot of the products that I use from a company called Metaluca because it has tea tree in every little bit of their cleaning solutions. And I know I had somebody come and clean my house one time, and they were shocked when I didn't have the stuff that they were used to. And she brought all her chemically less. I was like, no, we're not using none of that. I need you to use this product here, this product over here, and it just smells better and clean. My grandmother had severe asthma, and I noticed every time she cleaned the house on a Saturday, she'll start at 8 o'clock in the morning. She'll have an asthma attack by 1.
Yep.
And it's
And
like,
then and no windows open.
no
And no
windows
windows
open.
open.
A
So
lot of
the
people
thing,
don't realize, like, your Pine Sol, everything. I hate Fabuloso. That is so chemically. Like, I
that
hate.
stuff, they just recalled that crap. It's got a mold in it, and it has been, people have been using, they just recalled that crap. Read all that. We can make our own stuff. You take your soap bubbles. Now the only thing, vinegar is not good for your tiles in the bathroom, but you can make your own cleaning solution. Drop your lemon and your orange and grapefruit essential oils in your products and make your own stuff. I make my own stuff, except for the soap bubbles. I
That
put
Fabuloso,
vinegar.
that Fabuloso, I told Sheena, please stop using that, because
It's
I
bad
could
for you.
close my door, because I couldn't stand it.
They're gonna have me throw everything up from under my cabinet.
Like I said, either I'm using the Metaluca, or like I'm making my own. Like my mama had said, the vinegar is good for cleaning the windows. It's good for cleaning your
Oh my
tub.
God. Oh my God.
It's good for cleaning the toilet bowl.
Cut the grease.
Cut the grease.
I put in my dish soap. I put my vinegar in my dish soap. You can get in the tub. That vinegar take the little nigglets out of you when you need to get in the
Now,
bathtub.
you know what? I've done that. Now I like the apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar.
Yes.
Apple cider vinegar. Now it will lighten your skin. It will pull out everything. Apple cider. I have to start buying apple cider vinegar in a gallon, like I do my vinegar, because
Yep.
the medicinal uses for it all over is just ridiculous.
It'll knock out a bacterial infection. Come on now, you can't do that with no bleach. You can't put that stuff up inside you and switch it around and clean your yoni.
Now
you know
what? But you know what, Mama had that. Now let's talk about that, because in other African-centric countries, there are some women that do bathe in bleach, thinking it's gonna.
I'm not.
I've heard of that, and I'll be sitting there looking like, what the heck? And we do have a prevalent problem in our sister African countries of
With
people
the bleaching
wanting
cream.
to lighten their skin.
With the
So it's like,
bleaching cream.
It wasn't meant to be light.
crazy.
Leave that alone. Now your elbow's still black. Don't leave it alone. Your finger around the edges is still black.
All that is the dead skin. Just wipe it off. Add some cocoa butter. That's all that is. That is some cocoa butter.
Hold on. And stop using all those products too. All that lotion, that stuff coats your skin. Y'all, oh my God. Y'all all up in my area. I'm about to go crazy.
I don't have lotion.
The only lotion I use, if I'm gonna use it, is the gloves in the bottle when you're working with acrylic paints and stuff, because your hand, it coats your hand. Other than that, I have not used lotions for at least 20 years or more.
But what about like body butters, like shea butter and coconut?
Yeah, I make my own shea, coconut oil. I go in there.
Olive oil.
I say, if you run out of the shea that I make, go in there and grab some olive oil or some grapeseed oil or some coconut oil, and there you go.
Castor oil. I put castor oil in my for my hands. Castor oil has over 500 uses. It'll knock off moles.
I use castor oil on, like, okay, so if I get a boil in my vagina area, I use castor oil to help pull out whatever toxin that is right there. Sometimes we get the little bumps and stuff like that from shaving or whatever. So I use that castor oil. I know I do castor oil packs. So I definitely keep castor oil in my wool flannel to sit down and do a castor oil pack on wherever. Like, I had back pain going on one time, and I had to I put the castor oil in there with the heating pad, and it pulled whatever was going out, it pulled it out.
It heals organs and bones.
It
heals organs and bones.
It heals organs, and it's also good internally. What was it? Castor oil. You guys remember a medicine called castor oil? Because I don't know, my mom, every time you think you got a cold, it was getting sick, she would give us that stuff, and it was the nastiest stuff ever, but it pulled whatever. Is that based off of castor oil? Because it's called castor oil.
Yeah, my
Same
mother
thing.
would give me either castor oil or it was syrup of black drop. I don't even know if you know what that is. Syrup of black drop with if I was constipated. It tastes like a licorice, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it would give you after you took it, your stomach would cramp up when you had to go to the bathroom and you just felt like and it would just
That's what they got in Senate. But yeah, the castor oil you could put in your navel or on the bottom of your feet. You got babies, somebody's constipated, put that stuff on the bottom of your feet. You'll be going to the bathroom soon after. Trust and believe. We have been doing the most because our medicine and these products have been mimicking the original products to make us better consumers.
yeah.
To make us consumers so they can get rich. And
Mhm.
most of this stuff they have put out, they know it was bad when they put it out that it was going to be dangerous.
Yeah. Mama Head, I need you to talk to my daughter about her buying this stuff.
Tell her she can't drink none of the stuff she got up. She can't drink none of that stuff. I can drink my vinegar. You can put vinegar in whatever. Take a bath, like I said, take a bath in it. You got a cold. I just read. I was helping Mama Neb. She was feeling some kind of way. I just happened to be looking, and they said do a foot bath, apple cider vinegar to get rid of a cold. With
I can see
4
that.
cups of water and 2 cups of apple cider vinegar. You got to know when. For cleaning, I like to use the white one, but for
The body
healing and
apple
all
cider
of that,
vinegar. Yeah.
I'm using APV, AVP, or whatever they call it,
Mhm.
apple cider, ACV,
Yeah.
apple cider
That's what
vinegar.
she
ACV.
RJ was having. He didn't go to school for 4 days last week because it was something going with his throat, maybe the dryness, a sore throat. He woke up. But Sheena was slathering his feet with castor oil and
Yes,
putting an
ma'am.
onion on there and a sock. And we had the humidifier going, and so yeah.
If you have a humidifier on your furnace, I put Florida water in mine. I put essential oils in my humidifier. Drop that stuff right in that water. Bloop bloop. Listen, we not doing enough and doing too much. Also with what was it?
I
But
have to
yeah,
ask about my daughter's furnace because I'm sure it should have a humidifier in there.
and sometimes we notice that it's colder in the house when we don't put the water in there. You gotta put your water in there if it's on the furnace.
I don't know.
And also,
I gotta ask.
with the other thing to use for healing and cleaning, get you some food grade hydrogen peroxide.
Peroxide.
Oh
You
yeah,
should have that in your fridge.
I have
That
it.
stuff will burn. It'll burn you like hot ice. Don't play with it. But you can put that in a tub. My friend's daughters had chicken pox, and ice had been with them the whole weekend. Baby, when I put that baby in that couple drop, how many of they give you the recipe on the bottle? You put the drops in the water in the tub, put the baby in the tub, it'll chase whatever little niggly. I'm gonna stop saying it. It'll chase whatever you got going on, it'll chase it right on out. Listen to me. We can heal ourselves. We got everything we need. We stop using our root bags and all that great grandma used to make us take people get mad about castor. Listen,
So like
heal
even like when I
yourself.
clean out my apples, what is it? Baking soda. I usually buy the big pound bag of baking soda from Sam's Club
Yes.
because I
Yes,
use it
ma'am.
for everything. I use
Yes.
that to clean my to scrub my tub out instead of Ajax.
Your teeth.
Your teeth.
Coconut oil, turmeric, coconut oil, and baking soda. Listen.
Oh, we're gonna do a whole show for spring cleaning. How you can clean up your whole house holistic without all that toxic chemicals and everything
Come
like that.
on, Danyelle.
Even when
Come
it
on,
comes
let's
to
do
my
it.
what is it? I don't have air fresheners in my home. I have 2 diffusers, one essential oil diffusers, one in the living room and one in the bedroom. And we put the essential oils, lemon, lime, what is it? Yang and lang, whatever I want. I'm diffusing it in the household
Yes.
with the
Yes.
essential oils. Also, I know when I stayed in an apartment, or actually, one of my ex boyfriend's grandmother told me this because when I went to her apartment, I noticed that she had little bowls of water everywhere. In the wintertime, she was in Gary, Indiana, and she had a steam
Where
heat.
people
So
from?
she would leave the water out with the respirator, the steam heat, and that was the humidifier, old school
That's
humidifier.
it. That's
I
Sometimes
it.
you just got to pull out
love
bowls of water.
loved radiators. I love them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your skin
They
was
were
like
better. People were
amazing.
healthier. People were healthier because you
Love
get a
them.
furnace. Now you got to put a filter on. If the filter is dirty, the dirt swimming around the whole doggone
Well, yeah,
house.
you gotta. Me personally, I prefer to change my filter twice a year. I just like to
And
have
spray
people
it with
knowing that
some
I have
essential
clean
oil.
air.
There you
And
go.
while I'm thinking about it, I'm looking at my vents. Like a lot of people don't even think about cleaning your vents. Getting up there, screwing it out. There's a lot of dust in your vents, the top vent, the heating vents, and then also the cooling vents. So yeah, I'm definitely going to put together a show about spring cleaning because a lot of people don't realize is that your house, every room in your house is a representation of your body. And if you got
Right.
some stuff going on in your house, you might have the
Right.
same issues and stuff going on in your body.
I
So
really want to get rid of this carpet. I hate carpet. I've always hated carpet. I've always loved wood floors. This carpet, I'm like, oh,
Yeah. And you
you
know what
know.
else takes the toxins out of air?
Mm.
This one family said that they healed their family when tuberculosis was going around. A raw onion. When
That's what we do. We put raw onions on
you
the
said
window.
do not, yep. Once you cut an onion, you're supposed to use. You're not supposed to let them sit. But if you got some things going on, put the onion out in the house. I don't care about how it smell. Don't worry about that. You want to
I
heal?
don't smell it.
Yeah, people, because you like onions. That's why it don't bother you. But onions can be nice and funky, and you want to pull the toxins out of the air. Put somebody not feeling well, put an onion out. I got one out right now because I'm congested. But I got an onion out. I gave one Haru upstairs on the 3rd floor. We got to get back to our ways, people.
Yes. Yes.
Because before we had that, because they didn't let black folk, we didn't even get to go to the doctor. They sent us to the vet. We couldn't even go to the doctor. But great grandma and Mud Deer and them, they took care of everybody on the okay.
I have been looking at what is it, 1816? Is it 1816 project or
1619.
something
I
like
think
that.
it's 1619. I think it's 1619.
Whoa.
Y'all better play both them numbers today. Y'all better play them numbers. Yeah, the 1619.
That oh my goodness. I can't watch it all at once. I just have to watch one episode at a time. It's like
Yeah. But open the window. You could crack a window open when we got the it might not be the best there, but it's the freshest we got. Crack a window open.
When RJ
Especially
didn't
when
like
your mama
sleeping,
them clean.
yeah. When RJ didn't like sleeping by himself, so I had to sleep in his room. So that's all I would do. I'd go in there and lay down and go to sleep. I crack a window. RJ closed the window. I said, you have to have fresh air coming in. You have to. I don't care what time it is.
I had a client, one of my favorite last clients was a woman. She was 70 and she had POCD, which is a respiratory disorder, especially for people who smoke all their lives. It's inflammation of the lungs. Let's call it what it is. All her window, because in the neighborhood that she stayed in was a little troublesome. She never opened up her windows. And she kept everything covered, like the windows covered. And I'll be sitting here like, the healer in me be like, can we just get some light up in here for some vitamin D? Can we at least open up a window? And she was on oxygen 24/7 and everything like that. And you'd be sitting there like, the most simplest ways for you to heal. It's like you ain't doing it because you afraid of the neighborhood that you in. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that stuff, like little stuff like that irritates me because I know an open window and some fresh air would do so much good, but we can't even do that. So I'm like, no.
And you can put a dowel or a stick like in the corner of a window so it only go up so far. So if anybody sees an open window and tries to come, they can't lift it any higher than the 2 or 3 inches that you have it. So
I like the nature of it all. And like I said, I am so excited because I'm taking this down. Like we gonna do a spring cleaning show. Actually clean what is another good thing to keep in the house while we got our gallon of vinegar, a gallon of apple cider vinegar. Go ahead and get you a gallon of Dr. Bonner's Castile soap. Baby, when I say you can clean any and everything with wash dishes. I remember one time things got so economical for me. I was washing my dishes, I was cleaning my blinds, I was cleaning my bathroom, I was washing my clothes with it. Like everything that you say you can do on there, I was doing everything.
What I'm talking about.
Huh?
And it only take a drop. You take one drop, you'll have bubbles all out the door like the Brady Bunch that time when Alice had the kids washing the clothes and bubbles was everywhere. That's Dr. Cat Bonner soap is the bomb. Yes. So you can use one product for your whole house, except for your tiles. You don't want to use vinegar on your tiles in your bathroom.
And
Because it
don't
will
use
eat the
and
grout,
if you
okay?
if you do the peppermint Castile soap, don't use that for Miss downstairs. Don't do that.
No, no, ma'am, no, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Mama Evelyn, I'm gonna spit out her coffee.
She
Be careful.
well, she kind of liked the refreshments. So she said, "What?"
I'm just saying, be careful. It's a little. But yeah, thank you. You making me go back to basics and just keep the basic stuff around. And this stuff is way more economical. Like I think a gallon size of Castile soap is like $20 a gallon. So if you just
And
get
he at Target. You
and
didn't, don't they have him at Target now? Isn't he at Target? He's somewhere.
he's at Target, he's at the sauna, Southfield Family Sauna. You could buy it in a gallon. You could buy the Nature Patch, Whole Foods. You can find it.
Okay.
You can find it. And I'm like, that whole gallon will last you probably a year and a half if you use it right. Wash your raw. And if you get the plain one, the beauty about getting the plain one is that you can add your essential oils to it, so you can make it your own while you're doing what you're doing.
Look, we can slap some labels on and make some Elizabeth cleaning products. Don't play with me. We can slap a label on it. Hello, fundraiser. Shoot. Listen, we doing way the most. We making all these companies richer and all. I mean, just to read their stories and listen to their stories about their products. I was watching one about something, and even the dyeing process of the Levi's jeans killed a whole community.
Wow. I never bought Levi's.
But the chemicals, the medicines are mimics of the natural herbs and spices that we use to heal ourselves. They use the medicine, they take it and put science with it, and now you done made now it's what do you call it? It's crazy. It's off the chain. And now we're getting sick from these products. You like Pine Sol? I have a girlfriend who loved Pine. She was like, I buy it just so I can smell it. This is the same one that's making this oil. I was like, Shawana, if you are making product, then why are you buying Pine Sol? So she started getting the eucalyptus and the what's the pine? You got pine essential oil.
Pine needle. You got pine. You got cypress. You got cedarwood. And the thing about it is that pine is a what is it? It's a cleanser too. You know what I'm saying? You can clean your space with it. The reason why people associate it so well with cleanliness is because people used to use the pine needles and everything like that to actually clean. But spiritually, you could still do that. Just do it naturally. Like
there's a right outside. The pines are right outside on the tree.
What you say?
This is pine needle oil. Pine needle. How do I use this? Do I put it in a carrier oil and rub it in my skin? Because this is what oh my goodness. What's her name told me to get, because I did take a vaccination and a boost, and I took the Pfizer. And she said to start using the pine needle oil. So is that like putting it in like grapeseed oil and rubbing it into my skin?
You have to look at you can rub it into your skin, but you have to read the back of the bottle and see what the bottle says. Because some stuff, the way that it's processed and refined, is like some essential oils, depending on the brand, you can't ingest because the way that it's processed. So you have to read the back of the bottle and see what the back of the bottle says. And if it's Sunzi, I know Sunzi told me the same thing. She also said that you can go out and just get some pine needles and boil it.
We got a plenty over here.
Or you can take the pine needle.
Okay, that's what it says.
Put it in that alcohol and let it sit for a couple of weeks, and then you could actually take the pine needles as a tincture.
Okay, those are the two. Put it in a diffuser or put it with a carrier oil.
Right. And then be careful, because putting it on your skin will send it straight to your bloodstream. So you want to be careful with that.
Okay.
straight to you.
So yeah, I'm excited, and I'm looking to clean. I do have to do some cleaning today, finish cleaning up today. But that's why the one company I do use, I've been using for years because friends of family came and did a presentation, just like we just talked about this right here about the chemicals and how they are seeping out into the air and everything. It's a company called Metaluca. And like I said, they put tea tree oil in all of their products. All of their products are concentrated, and you put them in the spray bottle, you put the water in there, and they clean everything. I like the smell of that tea tree oil. That tea tree oil does wonders. And they have that tea tree oil in every last bit of their products, from their soaps to, I think one time I was using their douche. It was a really good douche at the time. I don't douche anymore. I do my yoni steam, but at the time I was douching, and old school douche bottle too from that company. But they have everything to clean, and I swear when you walk into my apartment, it's like it smells great, but I know because I'm using a product that's 100% clean. But if push comes to shove, I know I can go back to the basics and just make my own products. And I do like making my own products, having my own stuff. Oh, I feel like grapefruit today. We're gonna have grapefruit everything. Everything's gonna smell like grapefruit. Just a little bit
One
of
thing I
effort,
can't,
not a whole lot.
right? It don't take much. I know one thing I can't stand Febreze. If people tell me they need Febreze, baby, you need to wash. You need to take the cushions off your sofa cushions and wash the covers. Febreze, you don't want to spray on top if it's something that don't smell nice. You gotta wash it, baby. You gotta
And
wash
if you
it.
can't wash it,
Oh
you always can put a little, what is it? Some water, some alcohol, tea tree oil, oregano oil.
Some
The
Florida water
water,
and spray.
this stuff actually cleanses. You know what I'm saying? So you can definitely clean. You could spray your own.
yeah.
What is it? Stuff like, my mate had surgery and was sitting in the same chair for the last week. I'm about to Febreze. I'm about not Febreze. I'm about to, clean the fabric. You got to clean the fabric. Got to spray the fabric.
Yes, yes. And like I said this before, Sheena was using those flavor beads, those beads you put in the washer and I got a yeast infection. And I know that was the only thing that was done different. I was like,
Even so much so,
second
even
yeast
the fabric
infection I
softener.
ever had in my life. Ever in my life.
Fabric softener take you out. That stuff ain't good for you.
I don't use fabric softener. I don't use none of that
No.
stuff. But I'm gonna start using the vinegar
even the
down.
dryer sheets, right? The dryer sheets that'll mess you up too. The dryer sheets are what make the
Get the
I
wool
have
balls.
balls.
the dryer sheets. Listen, the dryer sheets are what make the dryer catch on fire. Did y'all know that?
No, but you know what? You can get the wool balls, and I like these because you can add your essential oils to them. And what I like
There
is
you
this
go.
beats the softness into the clothes. I love it. I
I'm
love.
sorry.
Now, who
Come
are
I sat
those
here and
by,
I
Danyelle?
said, I have balls.
They're no better. They're by nobody in particular. I just got them. I think I got some from Target and I got some from Amazon. Usually they come 6 in a pack, and it's like they're
Now,
just
what are they
they're
called?
wool dryer balls. These are
You
made out
can
of
make
wool.
your own.
Oh, tennis balls. You get
Actually,
some
you
tennis
can.
balls. Okay, gotcha.
So I just throw these in there, and I swear to God, they beat the softness into the clothes,
Okay.
along with the
Now, is
vinegar.
that in the dryer or the washer? That's the washer or the
This is the
washer?
The
dryer.
dryer. The
Dryer.
dryer.
Okay. Wow. Okay, thank you. Let
Look
me
at
write
her and said, I got balls. I do have 4 balls.
And let me tell you what else. Okay, so those pods that everybody's switching to now, because
Hate
the
those.
fabric. They said,
No.
listen, on the bottle it says, do not touch them with your hands and make sure you keep the thing closed. Now, does that make you think you need to be using that in your house? And they made out of plastic. Ugh. Ugh.
Here's to you, Mama Het.
We love
Here's
you.
to you.
Killing me soft. They just killing me softly. I bet you liquor probably clean clothes better. If you got some, I bet you some tequila, some vodka. Well, they put vodkas in the Florida water. I bet you vodka would be a great cleaner for clothes. Listen, when you have a
Actually,
sore
vodka
back in the day, what did they
it's a
do?
natural
They put
astringent.
liquor.
It's a
Yep,
natural
they put
astringent.
liquor because they would pour the liquor on the sore, on the wound. What are we doing? We helping them kill ourselves.
So you know what? Like I said, for those, I'm putting together a show all around the cleaning. And think about it like this: if you're gonna detox your house, let's call it a detox. It's a house detox. You're gonna detox your house of all the harmful chemicals that's in your home. Remember, you have to take that stuff to what is it? The poison treatment plant. You got to have them pick that stuff up so they can properly dispose of it.
Right.
The pine
But you can't
sol, the
even
laundry
trust
detergent, you know,
when
anything
they
that a child can get into and have to pump your stomach, you're gonna have them take that out and properly dispose it. And then you can replace everything in there with the
go
natural
on and
stuff.
finish using it, right? Or go and finish using it and let that be it. But please check your Fabuloso. They have been recalling that stuff. They say it's got some kind of molds, no, it's got bacteria in it. So if you clean, if it's got bacteria in the Fabuloso and you cleaning your house with it, guess what's gonna happen?
Let's see, what was
And
the
I
question?
love it. I love Fabuloso because I like the listen. I got infatuation with smells. I did like the smell Fabuloso, but I had to let that stuff go.
Let it go. I've never used it. It's been
I
years
like it
since
because
I've
of the
used Pine
regulate.
Sol. Like I said, that Metaluca presentation stuck in my head because I signed up when I got my first apartment and then I let it go. And then I moved into this apartment. I got on the
Right.
subscription because certain products I just like and I know that they're natural. I just know everything. It's to the point. Let's put it like this. I'm so sensitive and my mate is so sensitive to the smells. We can't walk down the laundry aisle. Can't walk down the laundry aisle. It's too
Yeah, it makes me
overwhelming.
sneeze.
It's
Yeah,
too overwhelming.
I
And
can't go in
if
that
oh, and
house.
that's how far removed I've been from certain chemicals. And especially when I go into clients' houses, it's to the point sometimes I take my own vinegar and stuff with me because
Yep.
your stuff is what's making me sick. I can't clean with this. I'm not cleaning with this.
Now
You
while
could just
I'm here,
walk in and it's just overwhelmed with fumes. I can't. I can't. So yeah, this is an excellent show. We're gonna do a house detox. It's time to detox our
I
house
love
of
it.
all the chemicals, um, products that
We
we
got
have
our
that's
spray
making us
bottles
sick.
ready.
And once you remove the stuff from your home, you'll notice a huge difference. You notice a
Yep.
huge difference.
Breathe better.
No, Mama, I
Breathe
know
better.
your house is older, right?
Yeah, 1920.
Okay, because this house is 11 years old, 12 years old. And so the shower, that plastic thing,
Okay,
that's
the
what the
walk-in.
shower
Yeah,
is.
yeah. You can use check for the cleaning. Look to how to clean that because you don't want to use abrasive or whatever. So you
Right.
want to be
Well,
mindful of
Sheena uses
abrasion. So
that
the
spray
fake.
kaboom and it's like, I don't like that
Yeah.
either.
Now you
You
know
can
what
use
they
the
had at
Dr.
Aldi.
Bronner's.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. That's right, Danielle. You know what else they had? They used to have at Aldi, but it's taken out. And I came home and made my own. They had one it was a thieves oil cleaner. I think this stuff was $1.49 for a nice bottle. And they haven't had it in a while. Nicole and I looked it up and we were like, dang, we got to go to a certain store and get it. But they don't even carry it no more. It had thieves oil in it. You know, thieves oil is my junk. I love that smell. But they didn't have it. So I came home and I boiled my pot and I made my own. Okay, you can make your
So
own.
I'm loving this. I was gonna go in a whole different direction. I'll do that next week. Next week, but I like the direction that this whole show actually end up going. It's like, okay. So yeah,
Heartbeat.
we got
Y'all
some
got me
things.
fired up talking
I'm
about that stuff.
fired up too. And like I said, I got some slight cleaning that I need to do today, finish up today. And I was just thinking about I need my Dr. Bron. Like right this time, Dr. Bronner's has a limited edition that comes out only this time of year, and it's the
Oh,
cherry blossom. Now he
oh
does have
my.
different scents. I got to give me some. I've been fiending for some cherry blossom, Dr. Bronner's. I'm gonna get it, and that'll be okay. And then I'm gonna use that to clean everything. Everything you can use that to clean everything.
Where can you
And
get that?
Dr. Bronner's,
Yeah, where can you get the cherry blossom?
uh, a Whole Foods I definitely know it's at Whole Foods. But you might just have to call and check Nature Fruit Patch because, like I said, it only comes out around this time. You know, cherry blossoms actually start blossoming
Season.
first sign of spring. So it's right around this time that one particular scent comes out, and then once it's out for the spring, once spring is over, you don't see it no more until the following spring. So I would try Whole
So
Foods.
would
I
it
would
be
try
out
Nature
now
Food
or do we need
Patch.
to wait?
Hell, if you Amazon, I know how we feel about Amazon. I love Amazon.
I know, I do too. But I'm supporting their unionizing though. Unionize.
And
Yeah.
then for those that wasn't on earlier, I did talk about how another revenue stream that we all can do is that you could become an Amazon influencer. And for the stuff that you order online, put it in your online store and let people know. Because every time I check out something new like this glove that removes all the dead skin and it's silk, it's in my Amazon store. So you can go to the link, people go to your store, they purchase it, you get a commission just for having it set up for people to mention that this is a product that you like. It's a quick and easy another revenue stream. Revenue stream, because we tell people all the time, where you get that from? Amazon. When you tell them like that, you don't get a commission. If you send them a link to your store and they buy it, you get a commission. So yeah, I'm definitely have this in my store because I love this thing. I was like, oh my God. And definitely, what is it? Yeah, that was my tech tip for the day. Create an Amazon store so that we can all, it's a easy revenue stream. Easy revenue stream.
Danyelle, when I went to the King Spa and they scrubbed my body, it was like my skin glowed.
Mhm.
And it felt like silk and satin. I was like riding home. I said, dang, Alita, look at my skin. You don't even realize that, it layers and layers and layers over time when you don't cleanse. And they scrub the hell out of you too, I tell you.
Lotion.
They
They get the nooks and crannies.
Ooh, them little chicks.
Scrub and it's
are
a
not
scrub and
joking.
it's a massage at the same time. And it's like,
Mhm.
yeah, it's a treatment that we need to do at least 4 times a year. Like, just plan for it. I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah, it felt like your mama cleaning you.
Yeah, like when you were little, when she gave you.
you and she just get all and she was a little woman, but my God.
It's almost like they take your skin off, bring it back, and put it back on.
Ooh.
But you know
It is
what I
one of
like
the
too,
best
Danyelle, and I
treatments
think you were doing
ever.
this too. That dry brushing. That dry brushing,
Yeah,
honey.
I have a dry brush too. I forgot to
Lord
mention
have
it.
mercy.
When I went to sauna, I took my dry brush with me, and I started off with the dry brushing first. And yeah, that gets the dead skin.
I
And
love that prickly. I love that prickly. That prickly. Because let me tell you, I cheated. I was using my lint brush because I don't use my lint brush for lint. I use my lint brush because I like the strong and how, baby. What they say, you brush everything to your heart. Oh my God. Look, I like, oh. And then when you turn the water on your body, your skin just go.
Just breathe.
I have a mini one. I have a mini dry brush for the face. So I'm like doing the face too at the same. Oh my God. You just feel the blood rushing to everywhere where it needs to go. And it's like, okay. Yeah, I'm falling in love with myself again by doing all these self-care rituals. They feel great. You feel great. You feel
Here's
great.
another one in the shower with your partner. If you get I don't know about the glove. The gloves are plastic, but I do like those. But to rub your ribs right here with them gloves, or you can use a loofah.
This is silk.
Yeah, those. Okay, but you can rub right here. It's like rubbing. It's like the rib scrub. Oh my goodness. You know the parts we probably don't really get too good right there. Oh my goodness.
How about the back? Like, what got me with this was the back of my knees, the back of my calves, like stuff that you just forget. And I'll be looking like, what is it? The back of the calves. And then I do need help. The other thing I need help with is the back. And there is an African. Have you heard of the African net?
Yep.
Okay, so the African net is good. Still need help with the back. Like my back is like, I always need help. We all need help getting the back.
I can get my back. I can get that bad boy. I can get her.
I forgot I got the African net too, and I like the African net. Like we getting some things with the African net. So I'm like,
but the loofah, I believe those things are similar in in what their benefits are. Because I do like the loofah, and Gabby, who came on the show, they grew their own. They grew their own loofah.
I didn't know loofahs were from a plant.
It's a plant, yes, baby.
Didn't know that. Like, okay.
We went and got like the long ones. Haru got, I think he ordered it from Amazon. He got 2 long ones, and so we just cut them up. We cut them because I only want a hand size, handful. But those things are beautiful, you know. Oh my goodness, so many. Oh, y'all gonna make me. I'm finna go take me a shower, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm finna go take a shower. I need some water. Oh my goodness. But
Oh yeah,
yeah, and you know,
back to the tubs,
uh-huh.
McEdie tubs. One of the other things that is necessary for, especially those that are seniors or can't, hold their body up,
Yeah.
is to create in that tub, um, a
Seatbelt like situation.
seatbelt where you can tie them where they won't slide down.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, when they get in, you just, tie the belt around their waist and stuff, and so they can just sit there and
Yeah.
be
Float.
limber and
Yeah.
stuff and not worry about them going down.
Mhm.
And then what else? The other thing that would be necessary is where there's a camera and
Mhm.
somebody can always see them, like if they
Yes.
want privacy and that they can handle that, and the belt and stuff, but you can always see inside there to make sure that they're okay. Yeah.
Because that's
So
where a lot of the elders have their accidents is in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Tub and
I'm looking up online on Amazon. They have portable tubs.
tub. Yeah. Because
They
these
also have
apartments they're
inflatable
making now,
tubs
they're
too.
not putting any tubs in no buildings no more.
They're
Can you
not.
imagine that? That's a problem.
For the seniors, it's a safety thing. But now I do know of a senior building that had like a step-in tub that the residents can use for their own privacy. But to
Mhm.
my understanding, the tub they never got it to work, which was like a total disadvantage. So I'm
Right.
like, I get as a safety feature for these senior buildings, it's a
Yeah.
safety issue, but at least have like a spa like something where if I wanted to, you have everything set up for safety reasons why I can go in and to actually take a bath. Because I'm a
Right. But
bath person. I'm like,
those collapsible tubs are they look really nice. I've looked at a few videos of those, and they're like the collapsible dishes. You bloop 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 and pick, and they got a whole thing. They'll cover you, be covered. They
Yeah.
have you in that neck deep. You'll be smothered and covered and in there. Bloop, 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 bloop.
mm-hmm.
And get your little spa thing. They have the little spa thing that goes on the side. My aunt had one. It's a whirlpool bath. It's a pad, and it has a little cyclops that blows the water. And I broke it. I was being lazy and pulled the hose and broke it. Baby, you better know I went to the hardware store and I fixed my thing. I fixed it. Thank you, Father, for knowing how to fix a thing. Because that spa, the jets come up out of the bottom. Or they have the one that sits on the side of the tub that'll blow the water around.
Mm-hmm.
Get your spa experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, a bathtub is a must. Now I've heard people complain about those the fill up tubs, the one with the door, because they said you gotta stay in there till all that water. You gotta sit in there for the water to fill up, and you gotta sit in there till it all go out. Because you
Yeah.
can't open the door until the water is gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like
So
them things.
but I want one. My sister had a home for seniors, and I told her, I said, I'm coming to take a bath. And I didn't make it. I didn't make She had to close it down, but I sure wanted to take a bath in that bathroom. Whew. I
Wow.
mean, up to here, baby,
Right. Right.
I'm gonna be splashing. But yeah, we have so many tools at our hand. We really do. We
Mm-hmm.
really do.
Mm-hmm.
This was an enjoyable show today, and I don't know why I thought today was Valentine's Day. I was like, I'm off on my calendar.
Because it's your Valentine today. It's all right. And tomorrow's Fat Tuesday, so I'm dressing up. I'm gonna be flashy. And you all, for 3 days, we're having a 3-day Mardi Gras celebration at the Valley down at over there next to Shane Park. So we'll be there Thursday, Friday. No, lies. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All 3 days, and it's all day. But we'll be there. Caribbean Mardi Gras Productions will be there. Ralph will be bringing the costumes. So if you all want to come and put some crowns on and shake it up and dance and parade with us, we'll be walking around the just the area for a little parade every day. So come through and hang out with us. They'll have the beignets and different Mardi Gras foods and flavors
Who
and
do you
drinks.
have doing the beignets?
Huh? The
Who do
little
you have doing the beignets? I know someone
food
who
truck
does.
man. Well, I know last year was a black-owned food truck guy, and baby, when I tell you them bad boys,
Mm.
I think I know who you're talking about.
yeah,
Her
it's a couple. I think it's a couple.
her granddaughter, yeah, goes to Waldorf. So I think I know who you're
Okay,
talking about because they'll have beignet days. You
yeah,
know,
come
gotta
on
order
down.
them like Wednesday for Friday. And I
Yeah,
was like,
you don't sleep on it, but
yeah.
they'll be down there for 3 days. So come party with
You
us.
have
I
a
think we're gonna
flyer?
start.
You have a flyer? You
I'll
can
send
post?
it. I'll send it. It's on. I just went to their website. Yeah, I just went to their website for the
Oh,
information.
yeah, could you just put that in the WhatsApp?
I will. I thought I did already.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
we
yeah.
have 1 minute.
So if we got 1 minute, why don't everybody say one word that they got out of today?
Clean.
I just detox.
Natural.
Knowledge.
Mm.
We got Star and Ebony and Lolly. What you got? Give us one word.
Bathtub.
Yes. Yes.
Resourceful.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm gonna say healing, because it's all about the healing of it all.
Yes.
Ebony, what you got, girl? Okay, she must not be able to come on. Okay, we're hugging you too. Oh, we're gonna give you a hug, brother.
I get my daily hug. He makes sure this is my youngest son.
That's your youngest son. He a giant.
I get my hugs every day. He don't care.
Every day.
Give it to me.
You
Give it
better
to me.
hug your mama one more time for me, please. And give her one more hug for me. Thank you.
Hug. Oh,
Yes. Yes.
Hug.
Yes, Lord.
Hug y'all too.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
what we
Thank
do.
you. Appreciate it.
All right. That's a beautiful baby right there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ebony, what's your word, girl? You're still muted.
You got a one word for today, Ebony?
I don't know if she can. Can you hear us, Ebony?
I don't think so. One word for the day.
While
One
we're
word
waiting,
for
while
the
we're waiting on
day.
Ebony, let me I'm gonna put in the chat that Lily's grandmother passed. And I believe they did not have insurance and stuff. So I'll put her number so that you can, get in contact with her, take them some food or just, a word of encouragement for them. And I think she sent her cash app or something. So anything that you can do to help. Therein is an immediate need right there. We want to take care of our sister.
Yes.
And that's it right now. That's it. Ebony. Okay, we know she can hear. What's your word, girl?
Oh, rising ladies, real. What's the question now?
What's your one word of what you got today?
Underwear.
Well, we had to make a sentence out of all of these words. It'd be so interesting. I should have wrote it down.
I think we started off with the need for underwear.
Yeah, good draws. Good draws. That's what I
Good
got.
job. Good job. I like good jobs. Good jobs.
All
Good
right.
job.
Let me see. Deetra's gone. Okay. So Deetra is Valentine's Day tomorrow. Her honey will be on. We'll be talking about love. I wish I could. Maybe I can keep Philip up for a minute, but I don't know. Because we got some good love going on over here. I'll tell you that. Me and my husband, we've been together for a while. and only had one hiccup. It was a big one. One hiccup, but we worked through that. And I remember my niece said, you know, Auntie, you and Uncle Philip, y'all give me hope to be together, you know, to get married since I saw y'all. And then when the big hiccup came, and I said, now this is when you're going to see love right here. It's easy when it's all sweet and everything, but when something comes that you got to really deal with, that's when you see love in action. And I think we did pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. I love him. He still looks good to me. All the good stuff is there. And he loves my family, and I love his family. So it's all good. It's all good. I'll see you on Valentine's Day, if not before.
See you guys. Love you guys.
Hug yourself. Hug yourself. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. And love the world. Can we go now, Mama Het?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, Danyelle. Thank you, Evelyn.
I'll see you, Lolly.
Love y'all. Peace and love.
Bye, ladies. Love you.
Make all that goodness out there. And Miff it. Make it fun.
Mwah.
Peace out.